I am George Boston Ryans in the metro city of Valdosta, Georgia, in Lowndes County, just a few miles from the Florida state line. I'm going to help enlighten some of you and depress others of you. I'm only going to ask a question. The question is, where am I located today? Where am I? In what city is this? Is this the home of Moody Air Force Base? Wild Adventures Theme Park? Georgia Military College? Valdosta State University? Wiregrass Technical College? Kindaloo Golf Course? Is this a metro city in the state of Georgia? And is this a courthouse under the Southern Judicial Circuit where people come expecting to receive justice? Who is the chief judge here in this city? Now let me close, if I may. Around the United States of America, they are calling up the Air National Guard personnel, men and women. You see them in Washington, D.C. sleeping on the floor. But do you not know, for 7 years, I have been speaking about and will continue to do videos when the base and wing commanders at Moody Air Force Base, your religious Jesus followers, Allah followers, son of Amram and Yoshabel, Moses followers, Buddhist followers, all of their members and congregations, most of them, have served in the United States Armed Forces. But there is no respect given to your children that wear uniforms here in Valdosta when it comes down to flying a Georgia state flag over the Judge Arthur McLean Judicial Complex. Not even a National Guard Armory. Not even the VA clinic. Not even the Rainwater Conference Center. Not even the 911 Center. USDA. The Valdosta Lowndes County Museum. Valdosta Middle School. And some others. But if you go to Bainbridge, Georgia, look over the courthouse and City Hall, and you will see them honoring the governor of the state of Georgia, Brian P. Kemp, by flying the flag that represents and honors the state of Georgia in the United States of America. Go to Brunswick, Georgia courthouse. Go to Homerville, Georgia courthouse. Go to Douglas, Georgia courthouse in Coffee County. Go to Hinesville courthouse. Even the little town of Boston, Georgia, they fly the Georgia state flag to honor your children that voluntarily put their life on the line in foreign nations of the world. As a retired military veteran, I cannot understand why the people in Valdosta and Lowndes County will not stand up and demand that our children be respected, that our parents be respected. If the governor of the state of Georgia called the National Guard to occupy Valdosta and protect them from terrorists, there will be no flag over the courthouse, over the city that they call Titletown, USA in football. All these elected officials, black and white, they see this. I have addressed this at public meetings. But your newspapers, your radio, and your television stations will not report this because they don't want you to show any love for your children. They don't want you respecting the people at Moody Air Force Base. Because if they did, when this was brought up before Mayor Scott James, you see, the Valdosta Daily Times was in the room each and every time, approximately for the last 7 years. It was brought up at a public meeting. But don't you all fret yourself about that. A couple of weeks ago, I sent a letter to the Quitman Free Press and the Valdosta Daily Times, thanking the black educators that took hand-me-down books from the white schools during segregation and discrimination and provided a quality education to black students. Those educators did that. So I wrote a letter to the Quitman Free Press editor because Miss Florence Butts, an educator at Booker T. Washington, died at the age of 90. And so I thought about writing a letter of congratulation and thanks to all those black educators at that all-black school. But here again, see, black news is not white news. I gave them a week and a half before I sent it to the editor of the Valdosta Daily Times. I wanted Quitman to publish it first, knowing that they probably was not, because I have other things that have happened that black news is not white news. And so I sent it to the Valdosta Daily Times, and they didn't publish it. But we love our black teachers, and we are very happy that they took hand-me-down books, and that those black educators did an outstanding job on educating us. And we went to the universities and colleges and technical schools and the armed forces and overseas and competed with the best of the best. But we didn't get the best books. We didn't get the best furnace to heat the school. In many cases, we didn't even have air conditioners. But we just wanted America to be better when she says that we believe in freedom, justice, and equality for all people. Well, let me skip right along. That should not surprise anybody here, because we know we do not have a freedom of the press here. And while I'm at it, let me close on this 7-year bogus criminal trespass that former Sheriff Prine put me under in West Taylor following the death of Kendrick Johnson. I guess they figured that, like this flag, I guess they have the other news media in their pocket, and maybe because they're in the clique and among the slicks, and maybe they won't publish what needs to be published, and so maybe they came after me after KJ's death and said, we're going to put him on a criminal trespass. So if some of the kids at Lowndes County, not kids, I mean children, if some of the children at Lowndes County High School want to talk to Brother Ryan and tell them what happened to Kendrick Johnson, we need to shut his damn mouth. And so what we're going to do, we're going to give him a criminal trespass for nothing more than being a retired military African American that served this nation for 20 years. We're going to teach him a lesson by banning him for nothing. I have been to the Department of Justice. I've been to the federal, local, state governments. I stood before the Lowndes County Board of Commissioners, all white males. I talked to the sheriff himself, Sheriff Prine. I talked to a supervisor at the state Justice Department, as long as District Attorney David Miller. And do you not know they did not even put the criminal trespass in writing? They didn't even put it in writing. But it was transmitted over 2 deputies' radios, and I had my tape recorder and I recorded it. If I had not recorded it, their lie would stand up, but it don't. Now Wes Taylor say he didn't do it. Sheriff Prine say he didn't know nothing about it. Well, if they didn't know nothing about it, how did I get it? And how do I have it on audio? And why do I have the word from the first deputy, a white deputy, saying that Wes Taylor did it? But later, Wes Taylor said he didn't do it. 2 weeks later, Sheriff Deputy Thomas said Wes Taylor did it. And then Wes Taylor said he didn't do it. And the Sheriff Prine said he didn't know nothing about it. And this was May 25th, 2013. I'm telling you all, you can sit back and let these satanic people do what they're doing, but pretty soon they're going to take over all our lives, and we won't have nothing to look up to but the devil. And we have brought it on ourselves because we failed to exercise the rights that we used to have, and they are slowly taking them away. But I say to you again, who cares? All people want to do now is to pick up a Bible or a Quran or Vulgate or Talmud and say they believe and waiting for God to return so he can fix all of this. Y'all have a nice day. This is the world you all are creating for yourselves and your children, and even more saddening for coming generations. But most of us don't give a damn. But the God I serve gave a damn. And I give a damn too. And I don't tell you that I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, and on my way to heaven. I don't tell you all that. I just keep speaking the truth, because Jesus said in St. John 8:32 as we close, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. Do you know today, January 23rd, you see that flagpole? Do you know there are Americans right now that will tell you, they will tell you this: there is a Georgia flag that's flying. You just don't see it. That's the age we're living in, y'all. Yeah. You know, a lot of people tell me, say, what Ryan talking about? There's a Georgia flag up there. And a lot of Americans on January 23rd, 2021 will say, I see it. Ryan's just too stupid to see it. He's too ignorant to see it. Now I ask you a question. What about you?